Welcome everybody to another edition of Let's Play FIFA. I'm Jason Ipico, the managing editor of Once a Metro. Bobby Celentano used to do this stuff. Apparently he's gone off to college and decided that he's too good for this stuff. So I'll be taking him back over this stuff, trying to follow in his footsteps. Today we have New York Red Bulls versus DC United, which will take place on Sunday, August 30th, 7 p.m. start time. For those wondering, I'm using the same lineup that we saw in Chicago because that's what oh, look at that. Right field scores. Oh, offsides. Okay. So anyway, this is the lineup that Austin Fido predicted for the match. I think I put Pernell back in. I forget off the top of my head, honestly. So I might have left him on the bench. But if I did, oh well. So there's a lot of stuff going on this week. First off, probably the biggest thing is during the Chicago match. I know I talked about this on Red Bull Rant, but MLS, and we had 2 articles on this. Oh crap, that was bad defending. And I'm playing this on semi-pro, so if I seem good at it, that's why. I haven't played in a while, so I didn't want to give myself too much of a challenge. But so anyway, MLS and the Professional Referees Organization decided to blast their guys during the MSG broadcast. Ooh, almost had that one. Decided to blast their guys on the MSG broadcast. So that, of course, is some big controversy. Whether or not the goal should have been allowed is up for debate. There was a lot of stuff going on during that. Alan Chapman had 3 different... Oh, wait, why is Felipe the kick taker? We gotta change this. Nope, wrong. First question. There we go. There was like 3 different whistles. Lloyd Sam touched the ball 3 times. Sasha Clashton talked to the assistant referee without, and he said everything's okay. Oh, almost had that pass. That was a terrible pass. I can't think about it. But so let's focus on the game this week coming up. Oh, wow, that was... So, the Red Bulls find us... Oh, what kind of pass was that? So the Red Bulls find themselves in a very good position in this match. It would have been much better, obviously, if they had won against Chicago, because that was a game in hand against DC. But, so the Red Bulls currently sit second in the East, behind DC. It's 5 points behind. Red Bulls have 39, DC 44. And, wow, I'm full defendant moment. There we go. And DC's going to get that one back. But so 5 points difference in the standings right now. If the Red Bulls were to win, it could effectively call it a 6-point swing. They'll be 2 points behind with 3 games in hand in the schedule. So that's always a... Oh, here we go. And right Phillips on the counterattack scores a goal against the hated rivals, DC United. Does a little hero click. So there we go. Looks like we'll be off to a good start. So yeah, a win against DC on Sunday. They will be up. They will have 3 games in hand and only 2 points behind DC. That will be a big advantage. And Jason Anderson from Black and Red United, which is the DC blog, said on Red Bull Rant that he feels if the Red Bulls were to win, it might actually make them the favorites for the East. So we'll see how that works out. We also have some international call-ups going on this week. Oh, okay. So actually, the Red Bulls have a break after the DC match for a FIFA break.
Running and the distance he covers, incredible.
Yeah, his stamina is wonderful. I mean, you're born with that kind of stamina, I think.
He was offside. So they have Carl Wimet, who's going to be going off to play with Canada. Andrew John Baptiste, who's actually an ex-Red Bull. He's not with the team anymore, but he got called up for Hades, so that's good for him. I actually don't know where he's playing right now. I probably should have looked that up before I started recording. See if I can get the ball back here. Then we also have Matt Miazga, who got called into the United States U23 camp for Olympic qualifying, so he'll be expected to miss some games. And if anybody knows anything, the record this year without Matt Miazga has not been good. So. Ooh, that's not some good footwork there by me. That was a terrible challenge. And then kind of a shocking twist, Roy Miller, who granted has not been getting a lot of playing time recently for the Bulls, but he will not be with Costa Rica. Oh, that almost worked. But so Roy Miller, oh sorry, yeah, Roy Miller will not be with Costa Rica. All in all, it's not a terrible set of call-ups. I don't know about Lawrence. I don't know. I imagine he has some sort of games coming up, so he'll probably be gone too. But two of their, well, one of their big guys really, if Lawrence is not gone. Ooh. If Lawrence is gone, then it's a kind of a much bigger issue. But wow, Grella just held on for dear life there. I didn't even want to do that. It's actually kind of a big deal because Miazga, we met, is Miazga's backup, or one of Miazga's backup, I should say. Zubar is there too, but fans are not sold on him after the Chicago match. I don't know if he's really to blame for a lot of stuff that happened, but he sure didn't help. Oh, here we go, another break.
Proper clearance, well away from the danger zone. Here's the chance.
Oh, the second BWP goal went wide. So let's see how the international call-ups working against the Red Bulls. Thankfully, with the bye week, it shouldn't be too bad. But you know, players coming back drained is always an issue. For Matt Miazga, sorry, I'm still kind of dealing with a cough. Matt Miazga, if he makes it to the actual team, we'll have an issue there. Oh, is that a penalty? No, how was it not a penalty?
Good defending.
But we'll have an issue there, as that tournament will take probably like 2 or 3 weeks. Actually, I think it's like 2 weeks. It's only a handful of games as far as I remember. So we'll have to see how that works out. You know, I'm kind of surprised, honestly, that MLS didn't step in on that second goal. But I guess we'll have to wait for the second half for that to happen. So let's see what else. Dax McCarty has reached 13,000 playing minutes with the Red Bulls. Or maybe it's total. I forget the exact. But either way, he's reached 13,000 playing minutes, and that's a pretty big deal. Unfortunately, it was during the Chicago match. I kind of got overshadowed by that whole situation. But, you know, congratulations to him. 13,000 minutes is a big milestone for any player. And I think that he hasn't really missed a lot of starts as a testament to, even though he's been injured, his kind of heart. Oh, there's the Mike Grella hold. That was pretty bad. Surprised he didn't rip the jersey. And one would hope that, you know, the way he's been playing, Dax would get a call up with the United States men's team, but that's probably not going to happen because Jurgen Klinsmann, even though he has MLS players in the squad, isn't sold on people that are apparently have never played outside the MLS. All right, let's get into the second half. Not even going to make any changes. DC's making a change though. That's yeah.
And this is the start of the second half.
Let's see. Wow, that was kind of easy to get by him.
There's the ball in.
Ooh, that almost worked again.
Beheaded clearances like that.
So there's actually something kind of interesting is going to happen. Red Bulls are going to have a second town hall. A lot of people remember the town hall that was held back in January, not too long after Mike Pecky was fired. It was held the day after the MLS draft. And a lot of the vitriol that was there. That was a terrible through ball, by the way. But so they're going to have a second town hall for this year. Most people are joking that's going to be a victory lap by LE. Honestly, I can kind of see that after all the stuff that he got kind of thrown at him earlier this year.
Right, Phillips. Felipe.
So we'll see how that goes. Let's see if we can get through ball in here. Oh, is that a foul? Yeah, I think it's a foul for me. So on the Red Bulls 2 front, currently they sit in, as I record this, in third place in the Eastern Conference. They actually have a game tonight. I guess over tonight. I think it's actually in progress, if I'm not mistaken. But so they have a, so they're sitting third in the Eastern Conference, in line for a playoff spot. I think it's the top 6 in each conference makes it. So that was a weird little glitch right there. So we'll see how that shakes out. Okay, that was really weird. I don't know why that. You know what? I can change this kick taker. We're gonna make it Phillips. I'm just gonna go for goal here. And that was a terrible shot. And now what I'm gonna do is sub in probably the 2 big names recently that we signed. Verone and Sean Ray Phillips. Yes, I'm putting Ray Phillips in centrally. I don't really care.
Out of harm's way.
But so with the Red Bulls 2, we actually have on What's Metro, if you can go read it, we have a great interview by Aaron Bauer. And he talks to Chris Sonis, I think that's how you say this last name is Sonis, who plays for New York Red Bulls 2. And one of the big things out of that interview is how the perception of the first team changed after the International Champions Cup match against Chelsea, the friendly about a month ago, and how after the team performed, the senior team has accepting us is probably not the best way to say it, although I think that's how it was paraphrased. More like the senior team has an appreciation of what it means to have them. Whoa. That was just terrible on my part. Yeah, I was trying for that. One of my guys is down hurt. Hopefully not anybody bad. 4 defenders, and I can't get this stupid ball away from DC.
The player working hard to stay in possession with Wright Phillips.
Well, we might get an update on that injury now from our man.
Oh, Bradley, come on.
Because it looks like he landed with his elbow underneath his butt.
Got to be. Very good try here. Skimming past the post.
Alright, let's take a look at Ray Phillips. Do I have to sub him out? No, we'll leave him in. Oh, and that was pretty close on the shot there. Alright, now he's officially injured, so I gotta probably replace him. That's not gonna be good.
Well, they're still battling to try and get their search
for supremacy successful. Possession facts suggest that battling is still going on. And he takes the shot.
Oh, right in the face.
Great passage of passing play there. An offside call just.
Aw.
They were going to.
Sean was offsides. Boo. Alright, let's replace Ray Phillips since he got the, we'll make... Davis will go in.
They're going to be in to score.
Yeah, and they know how important that was because it would have been a great scoring opportunity for them.
So, all in all, it looks like the Red Bulls obviously will be making the playoffs this year. So I think it's like maybe the 15th year they made the playoffs. Which sounds impressive, but honestly kind of isn't because of the way the playoffs work in MLS, where it's like half the league gets in. You can make an argument for that being impressive, but personally, I don't see it as such. That's just me.
I think we're going to see some boot one stuff here, Martin, in the next few minutes. Might not be pretty, but I'll be hoping it'll be effective.
Sabario.
But if NYRB2 makes the playoffs, that's going to be pretty impressive because it's their first year ever.
If he can cross it.
And the Red Bulls kind of threw them together. I mean, they played in 3 different areas so far. What the...
He's made the save.
They played in 3 different stadiums so far. Red Bull Arena, Columbia, and the Red Bull training facility. Oh, and Sean Ray Phillips is on goal here.
In with a chance.
Oh!
People has missed it.
And do you see that?
I screwed that up so bad.
Easy to desire the ball.
I tried to get fancy and went to the side that was being covered more.
On the bench for the losing team.
Had less room.
Substitute getting ready to come on.
So, last thing I want to highlight from our website, Sky Blue FC, although they've been eliminated from the playoffs, do kind of have something to play for. Not necessarily a standings issue, but let me get this first. 1 win, and I'm pretty sure I butchered his name, even though he writes on my site, which is kind of bad. But so he has a piece that looks at what they have to worry about, and the big thing is this year they worry about the World Cup and taking players away. A lot of players like Abby Wambach, who didn't play for Sky Blue, but just in general played for at the NWSL team, decided they were going to take off basically the first part of the season to play for or just to train for the World Cup. Oh, here we go. Can I get something?
We've got 4 minutes of added time. In goes the cross. Well dealt with from a decent ball in truth, by the defender. Got to be. There's still a chance after the save.
Oh, almost got it. So basically, his point is they have the rest of this year to look at who's going to fill in those gaps because the next year are the Olympics, and so they'll have to have players that can play. And it's really worth. If you are a Sky Blue fan, it is worth a read. Oh, what was that? That was a terrible shot by me. All right. Well, since it's stoppage time, let me say this now. You know, you can always go to our website onceametro.com. Follow us on Twitter at once_a_metro. You can follow me on Twitter at DocTheStooge, DocTastooge. You'll find all of our stuff on there at Facebook.com/oncemetro. And if you have suggestions for Let's Play FIFA lineups, players that you want to see in, you can always email us at oamsoccer@gmail.com. So for myself and Once Metro, this has been another edition of Let's Play FIFA. Thank you guys for tuning in, and hopefully we'll see a 1-0 win or better against DC United on Sunday.